Hello, welcome back to my channel. So, I'm just got my apologies for the background noise. I'm just gonna quickly go over the tactics here for today because it was a good day, guys. It was a good day for the Man City, for the Cat Club Brugge, for the Cat Stem, for the Man City. Yeah, tactics they were okay. They were actually okay, and better yet, they were very good. So, what I was asking for was Gonzalez. And I still think that this would have been better with Gonzalez. Take out Lewis, have Marmoush striker, Savio left wing, Silva right wing, Gonzalez in midfield, and then you have this double pivot. I still think this would have been better. But what Pep went for was this midfield flat 3. Not really. It's not really a flat 3 because Lewis pushed up higher. And then you had this double pivot, and then Kovacic should push up a bit higher, and Grealish should be high up the pitch, but and you didn't really have a striker. But like Savio and Marmoush were both playing off each other. But what we had was an incredibly forward-going team, and that's kind of what we needed in this game, I think. And I can't lie, this has been a very poor performance by Nottingham Forest. They missed chances, and they looked out of depth. So, yeah. Let's see here. Congrats on... By the way, subscribe if you haven't already. Congrats on a final. Enjoy losing it. Enjoy getting your dinner plate back, mate. Enjoy your dinner plate. I don't think we'll lose the final. I don't think we'll lose it. Hello, hello. RWDM is staying in Challenge Pro League, haha. Thank the lords. Anything new on Florian Wirtz? Not at the moment. Loker and Temse are playing Patro Aisden. Okay. Benfica 6-0, damn. So yeah, hello Rosa, how are you? I'm good, what about you? Why aren't we friends of our country? What is this? Bro, I don't know what you're saying, mate. I'm just gonna start ignoring these. Do you think we are friends of our country? Bro, I don't know what you mean, bro, with that. There must be some language barrier because that's literally nonsensical. That is literally nonsensical. Anyhow, yeah. Let's just get into the blade ratings. Very happy with the tactics. I'll give Pep a 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. So, blade ratings. We'll start with Ortega. He's got a very low rating. I think he was decent. He was beat a few times, to be fair. But very good chances that were missed. Like the one that went off the post by... was it Gibbs White? I believe it was. Probably brain rot. Yeah, probably some brain rot thing that I'm too old to understand in it. Yeah, I want to give Pep a 9, but 8.5 I think is fair. So yeah, Pep 8.6 I see from Rosa here. Yeah, it looks like we agreed into about range. So Ortega, let's go through some stats. He's got one high grade. I mean, he didn't have to do much. Yeah. Ortega 7.5, 7. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll go 7. Mateus Nunes played actually very well, I think. He got up the pitch quickly and just played well. And you know what, yeah? You know what I talk about, yeah? With Silva dropping deep here and Nunes pushing up. This is actually some incredible system that Pep has figured out to make this work. Because it's not as simple as Silva drops deep and Nunes pushes up. Maybe I need to do an entire video on how it works, but it's an incredibly well-made system by Pep Guardiola. And Nunes just shines in this system, he really does. I'm really happy with how he played. So both of you go for the 8 on Mateus Nunes. That's a bit high, I think, but let's go through some stats. So defensively, he's not the strongest, we know that, but going forwards, he got some balls into the box. I think he played solid. I think he got his forwards. Yeah, I'll give it. There was that one moment he got it back, wasn't there? When he went down the right, got the ball back, I believe, in the first half. Or was that Savio? Anyhow, regardless of who it was, I'll go 7.5. 7.5 on Matthijs Nunes. Ruben Diaz. Not been in best form recently, but he looks a lot more comfortable next to Gvardiol, doesn't he? Because Gvardiol can handle that recovery pace a bit better, but it's also a bit more experience in dealing with that type of stuff. So I think Gvardiol, Gvardiol completes what Ruben Diaz lacks as a player, and Ruben Diaz doesn't have to parent Gvardiol, like he has to parent after Husanov. So regardless of how good Husanov is, Ruben Diaz has to parent him a bit. And I think when Gvardiol is on the pitch, he can just focus on his own game, which is why I think he's better, because he's not a natural leader. But like people asking for him to be captain, I think his performances, when he's surrounded by young players, dropping as much as they do show that maybe he's not captain material. Now, the managers will know that better than us, because we don't interact with these people, of course, but it seems that he's a lot better when he has someone he can rely on, and when he doesn't have to be the one to be relied on, if you get what I'm saying. So, I'll go with, 7.5, 7. I'll go in between. I'll go 7.25. Gvardiol, my man of the match, played incredible, Gvardiol. Just defensively solid. Nobody was getting through. Us when Gvardiol just locked up. And the few times that they did get up the pitch, Nottingham Forest, Gvardiol ran back quickly, tried to beat it. The chances they got all came from Gvardiol just not being back yet. And that was not his fault, because he was asked to push up a lot. And it's when Gvardiol was asked to push up, clearly from the manager, that we got called out sometimes. Gvardiol also, when O'Reilly was up the pitch, came down the left back area, where we know he's not comfortable, but still defended well. I think he played really well. He's my man of the match. Keen Yildiz got a red card. Yikes. I don't know what that says. My apologies. Gvardiol 8.8. 7.6. Yeah, I think Gvardiol 8.5. I think 8.5 for the Gvardiol. I don't speak this language. I don't speak this language, Rodri. So if you want to translate that in English, maybe I can answer that question for you. Yeah, man of the match for me, 8.5 for the Gvardiol. Just a very solid performance. O'Reilly, again solid. Let's read some statistics, because not much to say. He won about half his ground duels, aerial duels, yeah. This man is tall, strong, physical. O'Reilly can lock stuff up, and O'Reilly is just very solid. I think he's solid in defense, and he can go forward. He had a few times where he just absolutely cooked in midfield. I think about one moment where he got the ball, he turned his back, he pushed into the player behind him, and I'm not sure who was behind him. I think it was Dominguez or Gibbs White, but he just pushed into him, turned on him, turned the shoulder very well, then got past probably past Dominguez then, and just went through midfield, and then he decided to shoot, and that's the moment here from Nico O'Reilly. That's what I want to see in midfield next season. That's why he's going into midfield next season, because he plays well on left back, but I really want to see him in midfield. So O'Reilly, yeah. Passed well again today as well. I think an 8. Yeah, Jorgen, maybe because of Besha El Balat. Yeah, just try to read it. Besha El Balat. I don't know what that means. O'Reilly 7.5. I'll go 7. I'll go with 8. I'll even go with 8 for O'Reilly. And maybe I'm gassing him up too much. But I saw what I wanted to see today. Bro, I don't know what these words mean. Rico Lewis scored, played decent in midfield, and that's it. So, let's go through some of his stats. His passing was very good. He didn't misplace any too many passes on right back duty. Sometimes misplaces his passes, and that's why he's, by the way, if you remember when he played in the treble season, he was an inverting fullback in the treble season, and people are like, oh, but he was good in the treble season, yada yada. But he wasn't really a defender, because behind him you had Akanji, you had Ake, you had Diaz, you had John Stone. So in the treble season, Rico Lewis wasn't doing much defending. And this season, when he's had to defend, he's been called out. He's just not a right back of quality. And midfield, okay, he played okay. Don't get me wrong, he played okay. I'm happy with his performance. It was decent. He got an incredible goal. He's not winning his duels much, but that's fair. He got one clearance. He got a goal. Praise him for that. For the rest, his game was okay. It wasn't staggering. It was just okay. So I'll go 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. Looks like Rosa is giving him a 7.5. So yeah, I'll go with that. 7.5. Happy with how he played today. Incredibly happy about the goal. But Bernardo Silva being slacked off again here. But I think Silva again played a solid game, because what Silva does is he covers for Nunez and he cleans that area up. And this is what Silva, this is the problem with SofaScore. It doesn't understand the tactically good games of Bernardo Silva, of Gundogan, of Kovacic and stuff like that. And this was a very tactically strong game by Silva. He did everything Pep needed from him. And it's not like other games where you're like Man United, where, oh, but he did what the manager asked him to do. Yeah, but the manager asked him to do fuck all. In this game, the manager gave him the clear instructions. Control the flow of the game, prevent any counters down Nunez's side, and which he did incredibly well again, and conserve for energy as well. And he did that. He did it flawlessly. He did nothing more than that, though. You always have to do a bit more than what you're asked for. I'll go 7.4. 7.4. Just to one up Rosa, who gives him a 7.3. Kovacic, who might also be my man of the match. In fact, I believe he was given the man of the match award. Indeed, he was. He was officially given the man of the match award. Kovacic was the glue in this midfield, and if you notice how he pressed, by the way, like, there's different ways to press, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. Like, you can press by going out, and what do I mean by that? So, let's go back to this. Like, if you lose the ball, let's say over the head, you lose the ball over the head, you can press up by doing this. You just press up, you press up, your players all press up, make sure that there is no space. But you can also press by collapsing into yourself, and that's what we did. And that way we stay a bit more compact, and what I mean by that is we came back and pressed. We pressed on the ball, and we tried to close the angles that way. And that type of pressing worked very well with Kovacic. And we stopped them, especially in the first half, from really having any counters at all. And Kovacic, I think he was crucial for that. So Kovacic, incredibly well played game. I'm not gonna give him man of the match. I think that deserves to go to Guardiola, who played an incredible game all around and got to win it in the end. But Kovacic deserves his plaudits, so I'll go with 8.4 for Kovacic. Rosa considers him her man of the match. What are we doing, Peter? Ain't Baladna. Okay. Kovacic, 9. You've got him as your man of the match. I will not concur, but yeah, very solid player this. Now Grealish. I wanted him to play, and he played. And I called it, guys. I called it. I didn't. I thought he wouldn't play, but I wanted him to. Grealish played solid today. Nothing more. Not really too creative, Grealish. I kind of expected a bit more from him. And listen, Grealish, he's a good player. He got his control over the game. Whenever Grealish had the ball, I don't fear. He comes back to defend well. He does all of that stuff. And that just shows that he's a box-to-box midfielder. And we've got better box-to-box midfielders than Grealish available, coming in, whatever. So Grealish, I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7. I don't think he was bad. I don't think he impacted the game too much. I think he just kept us calm and in control, which means something, but Silva and Kovacic were already doing that anyway, so I think maybe having a bit of an extra spark there might have helped a bit more, but oh well, I don't mind too much. We won in the end. 7.5 for Rosa to Grealish. A 0. This player is frustrating, man. I'm not giving him a 0, but man, this guy is frustrating. He gets into positions and does nothing, and this game he didn't really touch the ball that much, did he? How many touches did he have? Where does it say touches? There's no touches stats on here. Minutes played. Yeah, he apparently had 3 shots. Yeah, it doesn't say how many touches he had. I don't imagine it's being too much. He just ghosted. And that's the thing with this guy, Savinho. I'll give him a 6. Yeah, 6.5 hit rules. I'll give him a 6. I know what you can do, because I watched him at Girona. I don't know what you are doing for us. Like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know what you do for us. I know what you did at Girona. I don't know what you do for us. It's lethargic, it's slow, it's boring, it's not entertaining. It's not. Because whenever you get past your man, I'm not sitting here, oh, now he's gonna get an assist. I'm sitting here like, okay, now he's gonna miss. Now he's gonna send this ball into the stratosphere. And it's a shame, because I rate this guy. He was incredibly good when I watched him at Girona. And I love La Liga. Go check out my channel. Most of my watch-alongs are La Liga. This guy is not half the player he was at Girona. Maybe it's just first season thing. Maybe it's just a lack of creativity, but you know, tough luck. Just read it and Ashbab Baladana Akhtar Shalafi Misr Butota. I think I just said, I think I just summoned an evil eldritch entity. Big up to Radu, by the way, big up to Radu. We always agree on Twitter if you didn't know. Big up to Radu though, how are you? Sameh Beta. Bata, sorry. That's for all you PEP haters. Bro, I don't hate PEP, but he bowls my bloods this season. And he's starting to do better against this right now. It looks like the master tactician is back, you know. Marmoush, last player. And by the way, this is a bit of a shorter one, I know. Because I'm feeling sick. You might have noticed throughout the day, I've been drinking water all fucking day. My throat is sore, my voice is a bit over the place. But so, my apologies, I'm doing this a bit quickly. But Omar Marmoush. I think he played very well in the first half. I think he ghosted a bit in the second half. Or well, at the start of the second half. And then he came to life again. He takes very good corners though. Man City scoring from a corner. When is the last time we did that? Like just a straight up normal corner. Just into the box. I'm very happy with how he played. On the left wing. Looks like that's his position now. Looks like that's just his position. I wanted him to play striker. Pep seems to think no striker when Haaland is out. This guy is a left winger. And you know what? Fair enough. Passing accuracy, nobody cares about that. His crossing is very good. His crossing is very, very good. Guardiola cleared as the best player in the league. And outplayed of the season. Best player in the league. Okay. Marmoush 8. Yeah, I'll go 7.8 on Marmouche because he had a few silent moments, but for the most part, yeah. Big up Ahmed, how are you? Morgan Gibbs White is awful and terrible. I won't go that far, but he wasn't good today, was he? I don't want him at City because I think we can do better, and I don't think that we need a midfielder to make up for our homegrown quota. I think O'Reilly, if we're bringing him through anyways, we've already got a central midfielder there. Gundogan looks like he's staying, so don't think we need him. 7.9 to Marmouche, he was our best attacker. What system did we play today? We played a very good system, really. And let me go back to this quickly. So everything is all over the place. So this is on paper how he looks like. This is on paper how he looks like. This is not actually how we look, but on paper, this is what we played. And what it allowed is Grealish to control these channels over here. Which is what I talked about in my preview as well. And I talked about in my Aston Villa preview, by the way, in case we were to start Grealish in that game. And Nunez to push up, Lewis to push up, and Silva to come down here to mark this area, to keep Nunez pushing up, so we don't have to worry about Nunez's terrible defending. Silva can just handle that. O'Reilly pushing up, and when we pressed, we didn't press forwards, we pressed inwards, which you can press up, like let's say if it's a player here, and the ball is over here. You can press up and try to press like this and keep one player back, or you can pull everyone back and try to press inwards, force your opponent to go back. That is what we did, and that is, I think, what we did well. I would have preferred Nico Gonzalez anyways. I don't care that Lewis scored. Well, I do care because he scored and it was great. I still think Gonzalez starting would have been better for the completeness of the game. And okay, it ended up working, starting Lewis. Just because it works doesn't mean it's the right decision. But in hindsight, it did work. Bro, I'm not gonna bother. Everyone needs to bow down to Pep. I did not say that, to be fair. I said I preferred Gonzalez in the lineup. And for the rest, it will be good. I said at the start of my watch along, just put Gonzalez in here and you have a good lineup. And Lewis, he was better than I expected. You're my friends. Big up for that. But we had many numbers in midfield. Yeah, we had many numbers in midfield because everyone convulsed into midfield. Everyone came back into midfield, which allowed us to control that midfield. Pep will win the FA Cup, and if he loses one Club World Cup game, people will be hating him. That's not true. That's not true. That's just nonsense, Taldu. Because here's the thing, yeah? Pep Guardiola is telling us, oh, this was not a good season. Pep Guardiola himself is saying, this season was not good. And I'm not going to pretend that it was good, because we're playing well now. We're improving. We are not where we should be yet. So let's wait for the next season and let's see how we're going. Let's see next season how we're going, because we're improving now. We're improving now. That's hopeful. I want to win the FA Cup. But you know what makes people angry? It's not losing. It's not winning. It's inconsistency. It's the fact that we don't know what to expect. Right now, we know what to expect. Losing one game in 10 is not as bad as dropping points in half the games you play. So that is the thing. When there is a consistency to it, when you know what is coming, that's what you need. Pep has made our players hungry again. Well, that's debatable. I think a lot of these players are simply hungry by the fact that they're about to get kicked out. Like a lot of these players have been told, you're gonna leave Man City at the end of the season. I think that has been a motivator for a lot of these players. The fact that they're about to leave. I'm gonna praise Pep on how we played today, because I should. We played very well today. I'm not gonna praise Pep on everything and every minor detail. I'm happy with Pep today. I gave him a 9. I'm not gonna praise Pep on things that Pep didn't do. So, and I'm not gonna absolve him of everything that's happened this season. Say Anna Kalp. I don't know what that means. Big up Alf and Jets. Big win today and good performance overall. Credit to Rico Lewis today as well. Yeah, he played very well. I won't say very well, but he played good in midfield. Man United game. We played we played totalers in that game. Cost us the season time, bro. Yeah, at start of the season, like games like Feyenoord, weird substitutions and games that they shouldn't do that, taking off pretty much all out cover and stuff. I think Nadu is just taking the piss right now. Shit. Mateo Kovacic, man of the match according to the FA Cup thing. I think quite good, but Mateo Kovacic played very well. We played the final against Crystal Palace. What do y'all think about the final? Big up Wim, by the way. Thank you for coming in. Wim. I'll see you on the next one as always. And let's go through some of these. Can you load, please? Hello, Twitter. Twitter doesn't always like to load. Mateo Kovacic, I think, does a deserved win for us. Yeah. We started quite well, scoring the goal with Rico Lewis, dominating, having a few chances, and we didn't put the game to bed. I agree with this. Like, look, even these players are saying it wasn't a perfect game, but it was a good game. They had a few chances, yeah. But to be fair, yet it's a few moments where we got lucky, especially with Gibbs White, where they should have been better. Where they really should have been better, but that's not our concern. We won, we played well, and that's all that matters for our perspective in it. But in the end, it's a deserved win, I agree, and we're happy to be in another final. I agree with everything he said. Kovacic baller. Is this your statistics? Yeah, I don't care about this. I don't care about these statistics. Rico Lewis. Let's see here. I'm over the moon with the goal. It's a position, number 8, that I like to play. Which makes sense. Again, when he inverts into midfield, he entered treble season and had solid defenders behind him and didn't have to defend that much. He looks a lot better. This game didn't have to defend too much because there was a back forward behind him. Looked a lot better. It's different to playing as a fullback and then coming inside. You're always inside. Today was a tough game, but we kind of showed our different sides throughout the game. Where you can survive and get through in at the end. Yep. Don't really say much. That's just what we did. And again, Nico Gonzalez could have been useful for surviving. Because he can look down and after our, or just before our second goal actually, and then right after our second goal, there was a lot of pressing up from Nottingham Forest. And I feel like if you took off Rico Lewis or Bernardo Silva there and put on Nico Gonzalez, he would have been able to look down a lot more for us. So I think Nico Gonzalez is a bit hard-strung by not being allowed to play for most of this game. By the way, big up to chat. Chat is going off right now. Got a few misplaced passes here and there, yeah. But the main thing is that we got to victory. I agree. Kept a clean sheet. And a few games in a row now, actually. How many games in a row have we kept a clean sheet? Well, Aston Villa. My bad. But we've gotten a few recent clean sheets against Leicester, against Man United, against Everton, and against Forest. Not in a row, but like a few recent games we've gotten clean sheets. So yeah, we found ourselves again. Yeah. 1 second. I need to pull this one up. There you go. I am beginning to recognize my club again. We found ourselves, guys. We found ourselves. The team is getting stronger. Everybody is 100% focused. At the end of the season, that's when you have to come into focus. Even if you're having a terrible season. All of players came back very strong. So that's important. When we're all back, I think we're a strong team. I don't think you can argue about this, isn't it? We all looked good. All these players are giving it out all at the end of the season. I think we win the FA Cup. Against Aston Villa, I was nervous. Until I saw Aston Villa play away from home. And they were terrible. And now, I'm looking at Crystal Palace in the FA Cup final. I don't want to be arrogant. And we need to stay humble. And not to quote Erling Haaland, but we need to stay humble. Because last FA Cup final, oh, we're gonna win it, this, that. We need to stay humble for the next FA Cup final, I think. We need to be focused, as Kovacic says. But I think we can do it. I think we should be able to do it. Adu buys, he literally cost us early in the season and refused to adapt. This is true. He's adapting now. Bro, that's not what Ahmed is saying, though. That's not what Ahmed is saying. 3-0 in the final. Nah, stay humble. Stay humble. I really don't care about Bobbins' his tactical videos, because Bobbins says a lot. Bobbins always praises English players. Like, Radu, I really want you to focus on this next time you watch Bobbins. He will praise English players even if they have a bad game, and he will slack off not English players. He just does that. Anna, bro, I don't know what this means, bro. Lewis and Grealish best played. I'm not gonna rate players because El Nobbins said so. No offense, Radu, but that's a dumb way to rate players. Early in the season, he was a control freak. He's still controlling a lot, though, Ahmed. To be fair, he's still controlling a lot. He's giving Grealish a bit more freedom. He's got a bit more freedom, but he's still giving very much freedom. He's not giving as much freedom as other managers. He's giving more freedom, but he's still controlling a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. But he's just putting in better systems now. Which is why I think we're playing better now. Also, all the tacticians who have explained how PEP has made this season brilliant, like Jake. Well, I don't even... Who is Jake? Who is Jake? Is that like some... can you tell me the name of the channel? Maybe I know the name of the channel. This is not brilliant. We are fourth, absolutely. We will not finish second, unless Arsenal bottle it, which is possible. But most likely we finish third or fourth. We are Man City. Nobbins is not a tactical genius. Oh my god. He's not a tactical genius, Radu. I think Radu is trolling. Ahmed, I think Radu is trolling us. You watched his tactical videos and he's analyzing the games. You should start it. Bro, he's not a tactical genius, bro. We all know what football looks like, bro. We all analyze the games in our own respect. Nobbins is a smart guy, don't get me wrong. He's a smart guy. But he's no Pep, you know what I'm saying? This is true, Nobbins rates more than Gibbs White over the Tijani Reinders. To be honest, I don't rate Tijani Reinders that highly. I don't not rate him, but I don't rate him like super highly. I don't rate him as a 100 million player. Neither do I rate Gibbs White that highly. Zeko Football. Is that the name of Jake's channel? I'll have to check that out sometime. Anyhow, I've read this. Rico Lewis. Let's open all of these quickly. Let's open all of these. Give me a second. And that shall be all. Yeah, that's all. There you go. Lewis was man of the match. No, he wasn't. Rico Lewis, today we showed character. I think that, this season, we've shown character. I mean, shown character. It's most what we've lacked this season, I think. I think this season we needed a lot more character and a lot more personality, which we haven't had, so... It's not always been smooth sailing for us, clearly, but I think we've picked ourselves up with, fuck off with injuries. And we've had at the start of the season, throughout the season, and we've shown we're the top team, and we've got top players, and we can go through tough situations. Fair. But don't blame injuries for this season. Don't blame injuries for that. A lot of these injuries did not affect us that much, because we played the same starting 11 anyhow. A lot of injured players weren't playing when they were fit either. So, injuries, that's just one excuse. We've picked ourselves up. For the rest, a lot of waffle by Lewis, a lot of excuses and stuff like that. The standards have fallen, we are not Arsenal. I've got a really good idea. Go ahead. Hull going down. Hull City. Yeah. 1 point behind Luton Town. 1 game left as well. It looks like you're done. You play against Portsmouth, you probably lose that game. Yeah, it looks like you're done. 7 semi-finals, 3 finals in a row. It's not bad. It's the standard. Keep it up. Pep Guardiola. Well, 3 finals in a row, that is very good, to be fair. Pep Guardiola on whether he saw Rico Lewis scoring, and he selected him. No, I'm clever, but not clever enough to see that. Come on. I like when managers do this. I like when players or managers hype themselves up a bit. I like that. But he's a player who, in position in the pockets, is extraordinary. We've known that, but he's been bad in defensively. A lot of team criticizers have joined in because you liked the team. Are you brother? Did you change your name from Dadu Question to LOL? I guess I can join in. You watch TikTok? I don't. I don't choose that Brainrot app. I don't choose any Brainrots, to be honest. Invite on Nobbins for a good old debate. You think Nobbins will join if I invited him? Nobbins would look at the link and be like, fuck off, mate. Pep Guardiola, a few months ago, the shots against the posts inside go inside, that's for sure. Sometimes you have luck, sometimes you don't, but a few months ago we weren't playing well, now we're playing well. A few months ago we conceded more chances, now we're not conceding as many chances. The chances we do concede are tighter angles, more difficult shots, so... We've got a bit of luck, but luck doesn't explain why we've been bad months ago and why we're good now. We're playing good now because we're playing good now. It's that simple. Is currently at his best form since joining Man City, says Pep. I mean, nothing to disagree there. Pep Guardiola has offered his congratulations to Liverpool. All jokes aside, because there is banter, there is this and that. Like Temur title, they get pissed off when you call it a Temur title, yeah? But all jokes aside, Liverpool have played well this season. Salah has had an incredible season. He's spawning the Player of the Season award. He's played incredible. Liverpool have played incredible as a collective, even when Salah played poorly. Sometimes they got games over the line. Gakpo has scored goals. All the players have stepped up. Gravenberch was very good in midfield for them. So, not every title can be won on 90 points. And not every title race can be close. Look at 2021 for Man City. We won the title. It was not pretty, but we won it. And people criticize it as a lucky title and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Liverpool, all fairness to them, all the other teams fell off and they took their chance. And you can't say it's a bad title, because why did Arsenal not take their chance? Why did Man United, Tottenham, Chelsea not take their chance when the other teams dropped off in level? Because they're not good enough. Liverpool, they were good enough this season. So I will give banter. I will say Temur title as banter and stuff like that. But it is a title at the end of the day. It is number 20. And there's one thing that this is good for. At last, we no longer need to say Man United is the biggest in England. Because now, officially, the biggest club in England is Liverpool. And that's a minor win. And now that title is gone from Man United, which we've had to deal with for a long time. Fuck Man United. I don't quite like Liverpool, but at least there's no Man United, you know what I'm saying. Oh, sorry, I clicked wrong. Think you are the second best upcoming City YouTuber. Big up. I appreciate the praise, Ahmed. Who is the best? Who is the best? Is it Liam? Or someone else? I need to know my competition here. Are we one of the most effective teams in the world right now? I don't think so, but we're one of the most effective teams in England at the moment. I'm not sure. I don't do all this comparing because it's pointless anyways. We're not in Europe, so it doesn't matter, does it? Hopefully we're in Champions League next season, which we should be. We really should be, with the fixtures we've got upcoming. Probably. I'll have to figure out what game. But I'll do a watch long. I hate how they are talking about it as Liverpool, Man City. As Liverpool, Man City, ERS. Wait, what? Era. Liverpool, Man City, era. Okay. Yeah. If you can't find Liam's channel, let me look it up quickly. It's out era though, because think about this. Since 2017, no one, excluding Man City and Liverpool, have won a league title. Since 2017, Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea are the only English clubs to win the Champions League. Since 2017, Man City and Liverpool are the only English clubs to win multiple cups. So, I think it's fair to say, multiple domestic cups, to say that it is an era of Liverpool and Man City. Liverpool, 3 consecutive Champions League finals. Man City, a lot of semi-finals. 2 finals. So, I think it is fair to call the Man City-Liverpool era. But of course, Man City has been better. Anyhow, let me quickly drop Liam's link in here. Liam is flying, by the way. He's already at 3.91k. We're going to win the quad because of Pep's wife. You've heard it here first. You have heard it here first. Step by step, Foden will be back like he was. I hope so. He played a bit today. Can't really grade him because he didn't play enough to really say anything, but played a bit today. It's coming back a bit. Keep him rested, keep him sharp. Make sure he recovers well. And then we see. Pep Guardiola on Rico Lewis. He moves really... I've read this already. I don't know why this one is here twice. Pep Guardiola on winning the FA Cup and finishing in the Premier League top 5 would be a good season. No. I've said many times, no. The season has not been good. We are 1,000 million points. We're 1 billion points apparently behind Liverpool. Come on. It's not good. The season has not been good. Look at the Champions League. 1 game, 2 games we won. I think we won 3 games actually, but yeah. Always we were the machine in that, and we've not been good. But of course, the damage will be minor. It's not going to confuse the fact that the season has not been good. Quality stuff this. Quality stuff that's coming from the channel right now. Well, quality stuff from Bernardo Silva, from Pep. This stuff I agree with. You know what I need to do? You know what? There you go. I am beginning to recognize my club again. There you go. That's what I needed to say. And I'll just tweet this quickly. There you go. And I believe it's only 1 or 2 more tweets here. Yeah. I want to say thank you to our fans. I know it's difficult. I know how difficult it is, sorry, today to come here, Wembley, to Mother World, and the ticket prices. Yes, the ticket prices. How about you go to the club and talk with the club about the ticket prices? So maybe the ticket prices can drop a bit so that Wembley can be filled for the fucking final. Just an idea. Just an idea. Because Wembley is expensive anyways, and we're in Wembley 15, 16 times, I believe, in the last 5 years. And we've been Champions League finals and stuff, so... You know? Pep Guardiola, on behalf of myself and all the club... Oh yeah, we've read this already. Liverpool, congratulations, I've talked about this. And that's it then. That is it for this stream. Oh, wrong thing. Say the cool. Oh, I thought his channel was called Liam. Please can you note this down next season we get 102 points. Why specifically 102 points? What 2 draws are we getting? What 2 random draws are we getting? Oh, someone is saying Alvarez is better at Elite than at us. Anyhow, yeah, let's see if anyone is live that I can redirect to. Will 102 points be better? No. Winning the title is just worth the title, isn't it? Doesn't matter if you get 100 points, 114 or whatever. Winning a title is winning a title. Winning a Champions League is winning a Champions League. Winning the treble, now we're winning 3 trophies, so... now winning the treble while going Centurion, now that would be greater than winning the treble without going Centurion, of course, but like... I guess it kind of depends, isn't it, but... I would say no. I would say no, not inherently. Not inherently. Not a lot is inherently greater than anything else, but... Yeah. I'll redirect you guys to a Man United's channel. Be respectful. Be respectful. He's a nice guy. Fuck Man United though, but he's a chill guy for the most part, so... I'm gonna redirect you guys there. Sorry for doing a shorter stream than usual. I'm a bit sick, as you guys may hear from my voice. What about we came... I would rather just win 3-0 than come back from 3-0, because that would kill my heart. But that will be the scenes. That will be some scenes, won't it? Yeah, I'd rather just win 3-0, boring, comfortable, than be 3-0 down and have a comeback. Although that would be great too, wouldn't it? Maybe I'm just weird for that. Anyhow. Cutting the stream short here, because I'm feeling a bit sick. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys. Thank you to LOL, by the way, for the subscribe.